And as a bonus feature, it makes your titties bounce. What's up, guys?
What up?
We're back for another YouTube video. As
a little bit different. A little bit different than normal.
Yeah.
We're not doing an install.
We're sitting down with you because Andy has something he'd like to tell you.
We're, after 7 years, we are quitting YouTube.
Yeah. So sorry, JD. Sorry, all you guys. Just kidding.
We're not doing that.
We're just fucking with you guys.
We're not doing that.
As badly as sometimes you want to, because things...
Sometimes it does get frustrating.
It does. It does.
It does.
But at the end of the day, it's not about, even though it is kind of, it's not about the views you get and the subscribers you get. But if we don't get those things, it definitely puts a damper down on the whole YouTube thing as a whole.
Right.
Because like you put all this hard work into it and you hope it gets somewhere and it just doesn't. But we have been slowly kind of getting some traction.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the channel as like a random person and you see that we have like videos that get like 100 or less, and you're like, no, you don't. You're not getting anywhere. But comparatively to what we were before, but as you guys already know, for you longtime subscribers, we kind of quit and then come back and then quit because life gets in the way, and we're trying really hard to make sure that doesn't happen.
It's not as much life. It's more of, you see what we're working with here. Yeah. We live in Ohio. After Mustang week, what hits? Winter. What happens to the cars during that time? They sit right here for about 6 months.
Yeah. And
they can't come outside. So that's more of what gets in the way than anything.
But we do have plans for the future to help with that. We're going to try to create some sort of like maybe a couple different video series or a couple different ideas that we could do that will help us get through those winter times, to help us get through those slow times that we obviously don't have the money to spend thousands of dollars randomly on random whatever it may be for the cars or otherwise. So
we're going to try, and the whole purpose of this video is we're going to try to branch into more of like the lifestyle stuff a little bit.
Yep.
So kind of show a little bit more of life outside of the garage or life outside of just the cars. It's not always going to be parts installs or, you know, things like that.
And that doesn't mean we're not going to be doing this stuff anymore. It just means we have to if we're going to survive, because
we have to do more.
The whole not posting stuff just isn't happening. It's not working for us because like, yeah, we could stop and then wait until we have something we can do, but by that time the algorithm kind of restarts. And we have to start from the bottom again, and it's just like a constant, like, vigorous cycle that never ends.
Right.
So we have to come up with some way to where we can keep posting, and I hope you guys don't leave because of that, but if you do, we get it, but we gotta
do what we gotta do.
Do what we gotta do at the end of the day if we're gonna keep posting.
The other thing too is, you know, you've seen a lot of the recent videos we put out. We also wanted to do a little bit of an update, if you will. I mean, we didn't really have a whole bunch of backstory to everything, but obviously you guys see new house, new garage. You should have seen the you know, garage introduction videos or even the updates. But that's something completely new to us. You can see there's been quite a bit of changes out here. Still a long way to go, but you know, just things that we're trying to branch out and do.
And there's other things too that we're going to try to stay on top of to try to get some more community engagement, and obviously that means we got to start posting more. We got to start posting not just YouTube, we got to start posting on TikTok, we got to start posting on Instagram again.
Right.
To try to gain that following back that we once had. But yeah, I mean, other than that, you can see there's some things that are a little different over here.
May or may not have.
One looks relatively normal, and the other is monster truck status. I finally get my revenge after Andy's famous quote a couple videos ago.
Oof. That one bit me in the ass.
Yeah, that did not age well.
No, not at all.
But we'll go a little into that. if you want to kind of take off on that, we might be spoiling a little bit of stuff here.
Yeah,
we don't have to go fully detailed if you don't want, but...
Yeah, we'll kind of give them a little bit of an idea. So, you guys remember the previous video with the splatter paint, some of the stuff that Donovan did. There may or may not be a reason. There's actually multiple reasons, but one is a little bit later down the road as to why the car is like this right now. But Donovan had a few more ideas. You know, we all got really excited doing that splatter paint.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, he really enjoyed it too, and we came up with a couple other ideas that he wanted to run with, which is kind of why the car is strategically blocked right now the way that it is.
Yes.
There may be a couple different phases of things that are getting done, but that will be a video coming out here hopefully in a couple weeks, you know, once he finishes that up.
Yep.
But that also leads to a few future plans for the car before Mustang week.
And I tried to tell him otherwise, but he's dead set on this specific, can I say, suspension setup?
Sure.
For reasons, because it looks really good on that new wheel and tire setup, but that creates issues.
Right.
Because of how low it is.
Yeah,
we can just say that.
There's going to be some clips that we try to throw in here. Obviously, it's no, we're not shy about where we work. Rife's Auto Body is where I work, and we were actually showcasing the car, showing some of the custom paint that Donovan did, and it's not even that steep of an incline. But just with, I mean, if I had regular suspension or even my stock wheels, it wouldn't have hurt anything. But may or may may have pulled the X-pipe like completely off of the header connections, just getting out of the door, and we used ramps. We used ramps and everything. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna destroy my car and tear my shit up just for something stupid.
Real quick on that note, I mean, you got to think over the years how much money has been dealt into both of these. But just one in particular, we probably together have well over $200,000 into both of these.
Yeah.
If you combine them.
Yeah,
like,
I would agree.
It's a lot of money, and that's why we need you guys to kind of just throw us a bone. Is just stick around, man, because we really do have some really cool things coming, and I know we always say that way back in the day.
But we always did.
We always did.
It might have been a little bit of a delay, but we always delivered.
Yeah.
We said big things were coming, and look at where we're at.
Yes, but we need you guys to really help us out here, because it sucks to put that kind of stuff out, and we try and we bust our asses so hard, whether it's financially or otherwise. And then we work hard, and we stay up all night editing, like during Mustang week and all this stuff, and boom, get smacked with like 20 views, and that's it.
Right,
like, dude. Like, there's actually some cool stuff here that you'd actually like to see, and I know people always say these things take time, blah blah blah. I get it, but we've been doing this, you got to understand, for 7 freaking years, 7. So it's very discouraging when you put all that time and effort in, and it does make you want to quit, but. Mama ain't raised no bitch, so
nope. And that's why I'm gonna do something that I never thought I would do. I'm gonna beg. I vote we propose something to them.
Okay.
I don't have a ring, but will you guys be our loyal subscribers? Please,
please, please, please.
Because it's cool running into you guys at Myrtle Beach.
It is.
And
it's a good time.
That's what we enjoy. You know, we want to see the people that watch our content and actually want to see us. You know, I mean, you guys are from all across the country. We've run into people from North Carolina.
And that's the coolest thing about going to Myrtle, is you never know who you're going to run into.
Right.
And that's what's so wild when people recognize us or say things or whatever, or even just, I mean, again, I was going to say, shout out to those commenters that comment and see like our recording style when we're down there, and they're like, hey, like, good job. Like, you're doing fantastic. Take your time. The views and subscribers will come, and that's a good thing to see, and it's a good thing to hear.
Absolutely.
So we understand it's not going to happen overnight. Unfortunately, we can't just flip a switch and make things work the way we want them to work. But if
we could do that, we would have done it 7 years ago.
Yeah. But all we're asking is just stick in there, stay tuned, and 89% of you aren't subscribed. Real quick, so if you want to just just subscribe to the shit, okay? And 2, I found out recently from a friend of mine, the whole bell notification deal, if you just click it, that ain't gonna help you see when we're posting. YouTube, and their infinite wisdom, loves to change things and make things more complicated. If you don't click it and then hit the drop down menu and hit all notifications, you will not be notified when we post. So,
but just for reference, we're gonna throw this out there. Fridays at 3 p.m.
Every Friday, 3 p.m. Stay tuned. We're going to post. Doesn't matter what it is. Even if you just want to see us talking and blabbing about dumb bullshit that don't even matter, we'll be doing that too.
Usually.
Rude. Very rude. Now I'm gonna go cry. Alright guys, well, officially the talking portion of this video is over.
Thank God.
Thank God. We hate having to do that because we know how incredibly boring that is to watch. But things needed to be said. I'm sure you will agree.
Yeah.
But
it was long overdue.
But we're not going to go any further into that. We just gave you like 10 minutes
but
of
now
that,
we got cool shit.
Yes. We got some new stickers. Obviously, Andy's still going with the whole purple theme.
May or may not have reference.
Good goober.
But now we actually have stickers that match. So
Yes.
if you come back here, that don't match, that don't match, that don't match.
Yeah, they're a little faded and they don't match like each other. Not that we have to match 100% of the way,
But especially for the YouTube ones, it makes sense to match. The Instagram ones, it's not the end of the world, but for these guys, it makes sense to match. So now we are going to get destructive, and we are going to slit our wrists.
Oh, wee!
Yay!
Ooh, throaty. I knew you were throaty. Well, as you can see, he's getting the old stick whore off of there. They'd been on there for a while, but...
Oh, dude, these things are like rock solid.
Yeah.
Feel them.
Yeah, they're so brittle.
They're so crunchy. Yeah, there's a T. I'm like, hey, that's for Texas. We need to flip that upside down. Because we're horns down around these parts, partner.
Can I say food from Texas is dumb?
Can I say football teams from Texas suck?
All right, guys, we got the new stickers on. Bam. Planet Stang, Troti Choti, Planet Chang, and Baxter S550 HP tuners.
Hey, are you guys Planet Stang?
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's a quick little long talking
Something for you.
goofy video for you. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like we said at the beginning, please stay tuned. We got a lot of good things coming for you guys. But other than that, make sure you subscribe, share the videos, do all the things to help us out, because frankly, we're begging for your help. And like Andy said earlier, he wants to marry you. So please, if you say yes, maybe he'll buy everybody a ring.
Maybe.
They might not be good rings. They might be like ring pops.
Yeah, I'll get you the cotton candy ones. That's the best.
But without further ado, that's the end of the video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.